Hey guys, welcome to Random Tuesday. So yeah, finished my last major project of the month. Not really major project, but project I wanted to finish for myself before I focus on my mom's birthday dress. And I have a bunch of bags, so the rest of this week is just going to be a bunch of bags that I'm going to be working on. Some quilted bags, some fanny bags. Yeah, that's it. So no clothes this week, so I wanted to finish this. So I did finish the dress with the African print, which you should see a clip of it. Again, because the dress, the pattern is so in your face, I didn't want to have a fussy pattern. I wanted something that was going to be simple and fun to wear, and this is so good. I can't wait. I also made my first jacket for the season because I love this pattern. I made it in a light wash before, and what makes this one different is I added actual denim buttons, which I am loving on denim. You know, you gotta hammer it in. You do gotta hammer it in, but I like it. Now it is finished except for the D-ring I want to use. I don't have the right color for the size that I need, so I gotta order 2 copper color that will match with the hardware. It's similar to what's on the cuff. This is the color that I want. It's very close to that, so I need a bigger size for the belt. Other than that, it is done. So this is going to be good because it is getting to that time where it is hot in the daytime, but at night it can drop in the 60s and the 50s where I live. I'm in the mountains, so I will, you know, it's something I will bring to work, because going to work, it is very nice summertime weather, and then leaving I'll have this to put on so I'm not freezing. But I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm sure my mother gonna probably ask me for the maker one, especially since now I can make it without actually looking at the direction. Yeah, that's how much I am loving making this. Other than that, that is it. So let's talk about the booker, the second book that I finished, which is Flesh. And this is David Szalay. Yeah, I had to look it up because I was pronouncing it wrong. And it's fun. That is the name of the main character. This book made me sad. It made me sad, guys. It made me sad. This is also a book I wanted more, because when you're rooting for a character, there's something you want to happen to them, but then this book is the perfect title, because when you think of people being just life just happened to them, and even when they are in the midst of everything that's good, something can rip that away. It dealt with loneliness. You know, we have this main character that you're following from he was 15 and he experienced something like that should have never happened to him at 15. And the course of his life, he gets entangled into other people's relationship, and himself, I think he sometimes doesn't grasp how not good some of that situation, you know, and but still have a heart. There's that moment in this, even with his stepson, and I remember just thinking that he would have felt a certain way because he was going through grief and still wanting to save and to help, you know. And that was a beautiful moment in the book, but it ended in something that you realize throughout the book, that this man is very lonely. Yeah. So there's that. And I think loneliness can make people do some things that they probably wouldn't have done had they had because in this story, he's never quite had anybody in his life that didn't betray him in some way. You know, his mom wasn't there at a young age for him, and then the neighbor who he thought was, you know, being friendly and something for him to do in terms of his mom asking him to help the said woman, become a prey, a pedophile to him. And he's navigating through that, and it just got worse over time. Even, you know, being in an institution and people still expect him to do something for them. He's never quite gotten anybody who genuinely want to be around him without any obligation or without something in return. And I don't think he's even as an adult knew how to deal with that. His ways of responding to things is very vague. Even when he experienced the ultimate tragedy in his life, there is a character that came after, and it was just the person wanted to fill some void in their life in the midst, and then when they were over it, it's like, you can go now kind of deal. It's almost like he didn't understand any of it, which is frustrating. But then you're like, there are people like that. Sadly, there are people like that. I don't know how I fully feel about this book totally, because it felt like it's like you're getting dumped with a character that you're rooting for, and you hoping for that happy ending, and that ending that will like give him peace in a way. And you didn't get that in the ending of this. It's just he goes back to being lonely and just waiting on somebody else to come in his life and ruined everything. That's just how it feels to me. So it's sad. This is such a sad book. This is sad. This is a sad book. I can't even, yeah, the books like this just would screw my mind up, because it's just like, why the author did this? Like this is just sad. That's the best way to put it. And there's moments of this book where you felt like it was going on for too long. Like, I felt like, can we wrap it up now? Like, just wrap it up. Okay, just get to the end. Like, I felt like he could have cut off 100 pages of this at this point, because it's just it was just spiraling out of control in terms of no real ending to a story. It's just life. Like, this is just a man's life. This is what he got to deal with. It is what it is. This is what you get from this book, and I think most people are just not going to like this book. I can imagine a lot of people not liking this book. But for me, I don't dislike it. I just feel like it was just sad for no reason. Like, I didn't think it needed to end on this level of sadness. It felt incomplete. Like, I felt like this book needed more in terms of the storyline, but not more in terms of them dragging, you know, the author dragging the things that were happening, but more in terms of he could have got something else. the man, like, everybody just gone. Everybody left him either they died or they just left. And it's like, that's it. Back to being lonely. And then I hate when loneliness is painted in such a negative way, because loneliness can still be positive. I'm always by myself. I do enjoy my alone time. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a negative thing. Like, my alone time is oftentimes the joy I get from certain things I'm able to do with myself. But again, you know, sometimes in stories I think they just make loneliness seem like the end of the world. Like just this is just sad. Yeah, I don't know. I can't even talk about this book no more. That's it. Anywho, I did not touch this book, so I'm gonna touch this for now until I get the library telling me another book is available. So I've only read 2 books off the list. I think, what, 11 books, so 9 more to go. And not by choice, and at this point I'm just waiting for these people to drop my book off, or the library to have my book. So yeah, so we finished this. So this is book number 14 from the library this year that I have actually read. I didn't include the craft books, so I'm gonna add this to the list because I'm appreciating that. Yeah, I did good. I don't think I forgot anything off this list. Yeah, everything's off. So I'm just gonna add this one. And return it soon. Not yet. I think I'm gonna hold on to it. I don't even know when it was due. Oh, it was due on the 22nd. Definitely bringing it back before that, because I'm sure other people might have it out. But yeah, so yeah, this, and oh, these are the pattern that I use, which is Know Me 2089, which again is my second time making it. The first time I made it was a light denim, and then, which by the way I added 2 inches. The last one I made, I added 3 inches, so it was a little longer, and I realized I was okay if it was a little shorter. I love it that length, but I also like, let me just do so I did, instead of 3, I added 2 inches down to the bottom, because if you look at this, it's a crop, and I don't do crop. My jacket needs to be a little lower, so I did add 2 inches. So if not, it would have been like right here. And then this is the dress, which is a new look, $67.99. So this is the one that just came out not too long ago, maybe a month ago. And I hack it where I made the front the same as the back, with exception to the opening. I didn't do any of the ruching at the bottom. Again, this is such a fussy print that I needed it to like stay that way. But yeah, but that's it, guys. Random Tuesday, I will be again continuing with Dickens, which is a Dumby and Son, and then I will be focusing on bags. And for the rest of the week, I supposed to have my mother visiting, so we'll see how that goes with her visiting. I think my niece is coming too. She didn't say, but I have a feeling my niece is going to be with her. So yeah, so thanks for watching. And the next journal mood challenge, not journal mood, the journal mood workshop will be next week. Will be on Sunday the 17th at 3 p.m. So for those of you, just head over to my Instagram, send me a message, or down in the description I do have my email, so shoot me an email, tell me you want to go to the workshop. It is on Zoom, and we are typically making junk journals and chatting about journaling things, words that we've been using, how our summer's going. It's just a great time to sit and chat with these lovely journaling people. So if you want to join, let me know, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.